Shooting some video today on the latest action camera that I picked up. This is the IZeeker IA800, and I thought I would do something a little bit different today and just take the camera out of the box, put the battery in, put a memory card in, hook it to a selfie stick, and go down to the lake. Put it in the water and see what I can pick up. And so this was all about 10 minutes of video that I shot, and I pared it down a little bit to some good shots that I picked up. But first, I'd like to say the video clarity is outstanding on this camera. I mean, this is a lake down in Southwest Virginia. This is not your pristine crystal blue water in the Caribbean. And look at that shot right there of that bass swimming underneath the dock there. That's much better than I expected I'd get. So I'm really happy with the video quality that this camera picked up. I am shooting at 1080, 30 frames per second. The camera can do 4K. I just don't shoot video at that level. I like to keep my file size down, and the 4K files are pretty big, and so I just choose to shoot at 1080, 30 frames per second. But you know, maybe someday I'll go up to 4K, and I like to have that option. The USB-C port on this camera is a nice upgrade as well. My other cameras all have the mini USB, I think it's a B port, mini B, where you have to make sure you have the cable aligned the proper way to insert it into the port. With the USB-C, it doesn't matter which way you insert that cable. So that is a feature that I really like. Plus, a bonus on that is transfer rate. I'm getting double the transfer rate of the videos off of the camera onto the computer that I experience on my other cameras. So I'm getting about 37, 38, 39 megabits per second transfer rate, and I experience only about 17 or 18 with my other camera. So that's been a pleasant surprise using this camera. Comes with all of the accessories and ways to attach it to handlebars and helmets, and different ways to affix the camera. So it's great to have all of those supplied with the camera. The batteries that are supplied with this are the what I call the larger size, the 1350, I think they might be, but I'm getting about 2 hours recording time off of those batteries, shooting at 1080, 30 frames per second, and that's about double the length I get with the cameras that I have that have the smaller type battery, which I usually get about an hour recording time with those. I did notice that the audio volume tends to be a little bit lower on this camera than I have on my other cameras, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. I'm always having to pull volume out of the recordings on my other cameras. I'm probably pulling out 10, maybe oftentimes 20 points of gain off of my other cameras, and this one I'm probably going to end up putting in, increasing the volume maybe by about 10 points. And then the last thing that I'd say about this camera, based on my short time that I've been using it, is I do wish it had the ability to attach an external microphone. I don't really use external microphones often, really very rarely. The only time I use an external microphone is when I'm using it as a helmet cam, and I use the ability to attach an external microphone to pick up audio off of my intercom system that I have in my helmet to speak with other riders. When we're doing a group ride, I like to pick up the audio and the conversation between the riders. That's the only time I use an external microphone. And so I don't see using this camera in that method, but I do see using the camera as one additional angle that I'm going to be able to produce for the group rides. So overall, I am really happy with the iZeeker, and I look forward to learning more about what the camera can do and adding it to the complement of cameras that I have to provide multiple camera views on the group rides that I'll be doing in the future.